life is a journey. But as life is a journey, of course you'll become old, and one day you will die. Now look at this journey. Can we look back at the life before you were born, when you were born, teen, adolescent, an adult, you're matured now, old man, old woman? Yes, thank you. Wonderful part of the day which we are still together. I appreciate the opportunity and the time which you dedicate for these sessions. We are in a journey of life. Yes, life is a journey. Life is a journey. I want you to look at it like somebody who's taking a journey, because that's how you will be able to deal with life. It's a journey if you think about the birth. Was it easy for you to be born? You don't know. Possibly I don't know. Was it easy to be born? You can ask your mother, possibly she will share. But was it easy? I don't think it was, because life itself is a journey. When you were born as a baby now, you had to be fed, you had to be assisted, and that's what life requires. For one to grow, to be a baby in life, you need to be fed. You need to be assisted. You need to be coached. You need to be guided. Yes, there are times also where you need to be corrected, because life is a journey. And in this journey, because things will not be easy, you will need, when you are growing, to fully understand that other people will be closer to you. Yes, you will either reach the teen stage, reach adolescent stage, and when you are in that stage, when you start now to recognize and know yourself, of course you develop whatever develops in a human being, because you are starting to realize, I am who I am. But you still need people to guide you, because remember, you have not yet seen it all, and that's what life is all about. Now we are living with people who live this life like they've seen it all. You have not seen it all. And also we are living, that's why we hear nowadays that young people have hanged themselves, young people have thrown themselves from flats and so on. It is because they think everything is the end there at their teens and their adolescent stage. No, you have not seen it all. Life, you will grow, you know. I still remember when you were still young, when you are asking your parents for money and they tell you that I don't have money, but you have seen that in their pocket, they've pocketed money, they've put in money in their pockets. Then you said, but no, it's unfair. It cannot be like that. Life is a journey. Now you have matured to a man. You have matured to become a woman. Oh, you start to realize, yes, you can have money in your pocket, but it is not for the things which people are asking you to spend on. Or you start to realize that, oh, in life, there are priorities. There are priorities in life. Now, you cannot just spend money. Now, this is the issue which all of us we need to have, that life is a journey. And when you are growing up, now an adult, most of the time we forget about the stage when we are old enough. We forget that one day we will be grandmothers, we will be grandfathers, we will be old. Now, whatever you have been doing in the preceding stages is something which you wish to take it to your old age? Go and ask your grandfather, Papa. Go and ask your grandmother. Ask them whether they are happy with the life they've lived, whether they are happy with the legacy they've built. They will tell you that if I knew what I know today, I would not have done what I've done in the past. If I knew what I know today, I would not have done those reckless things, because other things will haunt you in life. Now take note, life is a journey. One day you will be old. I keep on joking with my friends, mostly men, to say, if you ill-treat your children and your wife, and you forget that one day you will be old and older, and now they need to carry you, that will be very dangerous. Now, because it's a journey, we know that one day we will be old, that one day we will be weak, that one day we will not have energy, one day we will not have that power. Then what have you done in the journey before you reach old age to invest for that period? Sometimes people think now when they reach an old age it's a surprise. They don't have money, they are poor, they don't have pension. Of course they will wait for government grants. But is that enough? No, it is because when we were living and when we were still young, we forgot that one day we will be old. And the money which we are getting and we are not saving and investing, we will need it when we are old. It's an interesting part. Therefore, life is a journey. But as life is a journey, of course you'll become old and one day you will die. Now look at this journey. Can we look back at the life before you were born, when you were born, teen, adolescent, an adult, matured now, old man, old woman, before you die? How do you look at your life? Do you look at your life regretting? Do you look at your past life with happiness, with joy, celebrating the milestones you have achieved? And even when you listen to your grandchildren, the stories they tell you of what we have done when they were growing up, how do you look at your life? Because life is a journey. Life is a journey and it has got many stations. It has got many stations. And in these stations, you will find bicycles parking. In these stations, you will find taxis parking. In these stations, you will find buses parking. In these stations, at times you will find trains parking. Now, these might be challenges which you have met in life, where you stopped, where you parked, either big or small. But are you aware that it is within you to determine the duration of what should park here for how long? Yes, it's you who determine the duration of the parking in the station. And this is a very important element which you need to to think and talk about. If you have parked unforgiveness, it will determine how long you allow unforgiveness to park. And also the duration which you allow it to park. Don't forget about the impact it will be doing on you. If you are parking all negative things in the stations, smaller and bigger, you should think about the impact. Now, don't allow things which are not helpful to park for too long in your life, in this journey. The other important thing in the journey is that there are road signs which tells us what to do. And in this journey, you will find different kind of roads. Because life is a journey. Sometimes you might drive or walk on a gravel road. And it's not easy to walk on a gravel road. Therefore, there will be challenges which you will go through in this life. Yes, there are times where you might drive or walk on a tarred road, where you are running smooth. Everything is good. But sometimes when we have got good times, we forget that there will be bad times. We forget that not all roads are tarred. We forget that other roads are gravel roads. We forget that we will have steep hill. We also forget that sometimes we'll go downhill. But the challenge when you are driving on a tarred road and you put maximum speed and sometimes you exceed, you forget that on the same road there are potholes. I've been hearing and watching TV in one of the provinces. They were saying all the roads in that provinces are full of potholes. Now you should know, when you are going through this life, sometimes while you might have been happy, you might go through potholes. And are you aware that the damage on your vehicle through potholes is determined by the speed you were driving? Sometimes we drive this life like we are so crazy. We drive in this life that we are reckless, but we forget that there will be curve. This life have got curves. Yes, this life have got curves. Now, if you were driving beyond speed limit and even you ignore the road sign which told you there is a curve, what happens to you? Oh, you don't want me to tell you. We have seen in our roads, next to the roads they've put crosses. Next to the roads they've put wreath about somebody who lost their life because of the curve. How are you driving in this life? How are you driving? And sometimes in these roads, you find that there are barrier lines. Barrier lines are telling drivers, don't overtake here. But I have seen, and you have seen, and you have seen people overtaking on barrier lines, not only single barrier line, double barrier lines. And what happened? They even cause accidents to themselves and to the innocent people. Are you not doing the same? You are driving your life, not really taking precautions on the barrier lines of life. There are things which our grandparents told us. There are things which we have seen on our neighbors. There are things which we have seen on our friends. There are things which we have seen on our colleagues. That here, it is because they crossed the barrier line. Are you not doing the same? There are times when I was driving, or sometimes it still happens today. When I'm driving, I find that there is a cul-de-sac. I do believe you have seen cul-de-sac. Yeah, where the road, this street doesn't go any further. What do you do when you find that this street doesn't go any further? You have come across a cul-de-sac. The wise people will find an alternative road. The wise people will drive back. Now what do you do? Because your life is part of the journey. And in this journey, you'll come across cul-de-sac. Yes, you have been disappointed by people. Yes, you have got challenges which you experience. What do you do? How did you react? Because reactions, it's from you. Yes, other people might have caused that, but how did you react? Either it's a divorce, either it's separations, either it's death in the family. Sometimes it causes this cul-de-sac where you think the street has ended. The street has not ended. Drive back and watch properly. You'll find that the road goes somewhere. There are times when I'm driving in the road, I find that they've put a board, road works. I do believe you have seen that. I do believe you have seen that. Road works. And from there you will see the board where they said go, ray and go, stop and go. How do you drive life when you reach a stage where it's ray, go, stop for some minutes? Do you have patience enough for life? Because people who don't have patience with life, they either destroy themselves or destroy other people. When there's roadworks, when things are being corrected, when things are being changed, even in organizations, you find that there's roadworks. Organizations are changing. How do you deal with organizational changes? Yeah, sometimes these organizational changes can reach out to either retrenchments. How do you deal with that? Because that's very much important of how your life should carry on. Remember, you are in a journey. And every time when you are in a journey, think of where you are going. It doesn't mean whatever you have come across here, then you need to stop. Yes, it's only roadworks. But another important thing, which I have seen when I'm driving, even in my life, there are regulatory signs. Regulatory signs, they tell you where to stop, they tell you where to yield, they tell you how this road is. It's a regulator. And even a speed limit, it's a regulator. There are times where you reach a place, they said drive 60. There are places where they tell you drive 80. There are places where they tell you maximum here now it's 120. But there are also places where they say only drive on the left. And also they tell you to overtake here, you can overtake on your right, or there's no overtaking. Regulatory. That's why they even draw them in yellow and also in white. In yellow, it seems you can look at that. In yellow, it's compulsory. In white, you can look at it and decide otherwise. Now, how are you driving your life? Because you are meeting these road signs, these road markings on a regular basis. Now, I still remember when I was with my cousin, we were driving from our own village coming to Gauteng, Johannesburg, Pretoria. We were not aware, and my cousin was a new driver. He was a new driver, and my uncle has bought him a car, and we were in a speed. I was going for graduation. My cousin was driving without looking at directional boards, without looking at information boards. We even passed the off ramp we were supposed to turn. Are you not doing the same in your life? Where you are not considering any warning sign, you are not considering any information sign, you are not considering any directional boards. Therefore, will you reach where you are going the way you are driving your life? Oh yes, you might be doing it very well. I have realized that the speed limit, the life speed limit is self-determined. The speed which you drive your life is self-regulatory. You can decide to drive 60. You can decide to drive 180. You can decide to drive like you're in Kyalami. But the issue is that it's you who decide. Either for career. If you want to grow, you must work on your career. If you want to do better, you must work. But it is you who determine the speed. There are times where people tell me that I'm not growing, No, it's you. Determine the speed. There are times in life, there are many junctions. Similar to on the roads. There are T junctions, there are four ways, there are Y junctions, there are off ramps, there are also freeways and these highways. How are you driving? Are you observant of the junctions? Because if not, you might end up where you're not supposed to end up. Yes, you might end up where you're not supposed to end up. The other question in this journey I want to ask you, as I ask myself, who are you in your journey? Who are you? Who are the people you are traveling together? Are you going to Cape Town? Are you going to Pretoria? Are you going to Durban? Are you going to Tel Aviv? Are you going to where? California. Where are you going? With who? Because some friends might not add value to be with them in your journey. Some companion might not help you to be. Or you need some friends, you need some network, you need some companions in this journey. Remember, there will be distractors. There will be people who don't add value. Also, there might be people who are spectators in your journey of life. Yes, spectators. But sometimes there might be people who are fans, who are clapping hands for you. But what are they clapping hands for you? What are you doing? Is something good or is something bad? Because sometimes, people, they praise people for wrong things. But also they praise people for good things. Are you able to hear the sound of what the spectators are saying? Sometimes spectators, they are telling you if it's a soccer field, if it's a soccer match, they are telling you how to change, how to pass the ball. They are telling you how to mark. What are you listening to your fans? Are you listening to your spectators? Yes, I want you to take note also in this life journey, what is guiding you? What is guiding you in this journey? And that thing which is guiding you should have authority. I still remember some years ago when I would be traveling and driving around, I'll be using the paper map. A map, I will be having a book where I'm opening up to say, this is where I'm going. And now, remember, when you are driving and you are looking at the map, sometimes things doesn't work well unless you have got somebody who is reading the map for you. Now, do you have a map of where you're going? What guides you in where you're going? Or nowadays we use GPS. But also sometimes GPS, my experience is, it can tell you to turn where there's no longer a road. Because it's not updated. It tells you turn left, but there's no road there anymore. Of course, you will ignore it and move forward. But are you using information boards? In this journey, who's guiding you? I still remember, mostly we husbands, when we are driving and our wives are telling us, no, slow down, I think we have passed, no, I think we are lost. You say, no, we're not lost. And you drive for 10, 15 kilometers and then you realize, no, my wife was right. Therefore, wife, please, what did you say? Slow down, let's move back. But remember, you have wasted fuel. You have wasted gasoline. You have wasted petrol by not listening. What are you listening to? Do you listen to God? Do you listen to Creator? But also on your journey, do you have got filling stations? You cannot just drive and not look at the gauge because fuel might be finished before you move to the next filling station. Do you have enough gasoline which can take you to the next milestone? Even at work, do you have enough gasoline, enough fuel, enough energy, enough zeal which can take you to the next? Now, those are the things you need to be worried about in your journey. Do you have enough resources? Petrol money, accommodation money. If you have got a breakdown, will you be able to sleep somewhere? Do you have enough insurance? Because life is a journey. Look at those things. Yes, in this life, in this journey, there are so many detractors. How do you deal with them? Some of them, I've said, they are accidents. How do you deal with accidents on the way? Some of them are wrong turns. How do you deal with a wrong turn so that you come to the right direction? Sometimes there are traffic officers. Traffic officers, they are saying you are driving at high speed. I'm not talking about church. I'm not talking about paying them bribe. But they're telling you you're driving at high speed. What do you do after passing them? Do you respect the regulations of the road? Those you meet along the journey, how are they influencing your life? How are they influencing where you are going? Don't forget, in the journey, there's a destination. There's a destination. Either purpose, passion, it's your destination. Have you forgotten about where you are going? There are many people who come across so many things and they forget about where they want to be. Either career, either relationship, either life itself, better life. Don't forget where you are going because of what you came across on the road. Because destination is more important. Are you aware that the board which says Cape Town has never been to Cape Town? Are you aware that the board which says Durban has never been to Durban? Therefore, you are going where the board is showing. Therefore, this noise which is coming from the boards and other people must not make you to forget where you are going. I shall not forget where I'm going. That's my destination. Your destination is calling you. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, partners, I want to conclude by telling you, for this life journey to be fruitful, impactful, learn from the moving University of Life. Learn from the moving University of Life. MUL. Moving University of Life. Learn from it. Learn from other people. Then your journey will be great. Yes, consider all cautioning and regulatory signs. In this life, you'll be able to make it. You will make it, and then you will celebrate when you reach your destination. All of us here, we have got a destination besides death. We need to achieve what we want to achieve in life. Whether we live for short duration or whether we live long, but we need to reach a stage where we said, I have self-actualization. I have arrived. I have arrived. I thank you. Have a wonderful time. Keep on watching. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really would like to appreciate the time and the opportunity you take to watch what we present. Yes, I'm yours, Dr. Chililo Thomas Razirani of the Chikobi clan. Of course, I hail from the Limpopo province. In short, your self-introspection speaker who helps you to see yourself. I appreciate the time. What we would like to invite you to do is really to say, yes, can you like our videos? Can you also subscribe to our channel? And also share these videos to other people, because the value is on adding to other people. Yes, check the space for the new work, for the new videos. Yes, watch our website www.mindtowork.co.za for events which can be upcoming, so that we also meet and with each other. We really appreciate the time and the opportunity you take to add value to your own life, and also to harvest what you will use to add value to the other people. We thank you very much. God bless.